We stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear of miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot do nets, do rips. Cards, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.
Hello, episode 31, special edition, recording on Easter.
Reggie Miller.
Happy Easter to those who celebrate it. Reggie Miller's number 31. You could say Seth Curry.
Sometimes.
At times. 31. I don't really know of many 31s. Anyway, award special, playoff bracket special. We're going to start off here by predicting some series. I know like a couple teams already played as of this recording.
Some teams have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, but we're going to predict because one game does not matter in the grand scheme of things. And I'll give it away to Swish.
You mean release?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
You're picking your picks.
Making my selections. All right, Thunder win that series.
How does this work? Chat.
There's no chat.
Why didn't it click?
Drag it.
Oh, how many games?
I really have to do that. 4. Nuggets 6. Lakers 7.
Wait, hold up. Why do you pick the Thunder to sweep?
Grizzlies don't deserve to be in the playoffs. They snuck in.
Why do you pick the Nuggets in 6?
I do think their team's a little better built than the Clippers. Despite firing their coach, they're still got
What?
the Jokic.
So,
Jokic!
are you talking about fit or depth?
Fit.
So the Clippers have more depth.
I wouldn't say anything. I say the Clippers are destined to lose.
You said the Lakers in 7?
Yes.
Why? What did you see from the last game that's going to change?
That's one game. Like you said, one game doesn't really matter. I do think that the Lakers have more in store than what they showed in Game 1. They happen to say like the physicality of the Wolves surprised them, so they're going to come with a better game plan Game 2. Next, I got the Warriors. And I will go 6 games for that one.
Because the Rockets are not experienced?
Yeah, I don't fully believe in the Rockets. I think they overachieved the regular season. Cavaliers, I do think they are going to win in a gentleman's sweep. Pacers and Bucks.
You don't want to touch on the Heat at all?
There's not really much to say. Again, snuck in. Pacers. I'll say that's going to go 6. Do I have to explain anything?
Yeah.
I don't think the Bucks are as good as they used to be, and I do think Giannis's time is wearing down in that Milwaukee state of mind. Next, we got my team, the Knicks, winning. We're going to go Knicks in 5. Kane Cunningham, Honeyham, Knicks in 5. Gentlemen's sweep because we're gentlemen. Hey, I didn't say that.
I thought you meant
Celtics are going to win in 5 as well. Gentlemen's sweep because they're gentlemen. You got ahead of yourself, though. All right, so the second round we go tough call
Wait, this doesn't add up to 100.
because they weren't expected to play each other. Thunder. We'll go 6 on that one too.
Because
Because I do think that overall the Thunder will outlast the Nuggets in that series based on their level of youth and depth at certain positions, their defense. The Nuggets have some problems to fix, but they still have Jokic, so it's going to be competitive. Lakers Warriors is interesting. I got to go Lakers. Funny or not, I'm going to say 5. Gentlemen's sweep. Cavaliers over the Pacers. Pretty easy pick for me. 4 games.
that's crazy.
No, it's not. Knicks and Celtics. I'm actually going to go with a biased pick here.
Of course.
Knicks and 7.
Of course.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, you want to think that.
So I got Thunders and Lakers in the conference finals.
Yep.
Lakers. Make it a 6-game series. I think their experience and their star power will push forward the success of the Lucas. Yes, they are the Lucas.
The Thunder will be pretty well rested if all goes to plan. You have them sweeping, and then you have them playing 6 games.
That's
Meanwhile,
not rested.
The
Lakers in
already have
5.
12 games.
Yeah, but they're facing the Warriors.
They got to run around and chase Steph.
Okay.
I
Your
don't
point?
know. It doesn't add up. But it's your picks.
Lakers. Anything's possible. And I'm going to say this only to be non-biased. The Cavaliers win this in 7. So now we come to that matchup.
Wait, you're not going to skip over it. Why do the Knicks lose?
I'm just saying to be non-biased. I said
So
it
what's the
already.
reason? They don't
To
have
show
enough size
to show
superior
some
defense?
level of non-emotional attachment in my
You could
picks.
have done that before.
No.
Why'd you choose now against the Cavaliers?
To satisfy my selections and the predictions.
Okay, moving on.
So next we got the Lakers and Cavs, where I said the Cavaliers will win. And that will be a 6-game series. Ultimately, the slow feet of LeBron, the lack of depth, the Lakers will fall against the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers, how many total points will be scored in game 1? How am I supposed to know that? 196.
You're sticking with this?
Yeah, Cavaliers will win the championship this year, led by the Spider.
Well, that's his
And
bracket.
that is my bracket.
These are my picks for the playoffs this year. We got the Thunder. I'll give them... Do I want to do 4 or 5? Do I think the Grizzlies can pull one out? Nah, they look defeated already. All right, Thunder in 4 because...
Why do you say that?
Because they have way too much talent. Grizzlies look completely chalked, as they've seen today.
No, not really.
Slow feet don't eat, Mr. Edie. Drop coverage, not going to work against the Thunder.
Why are you stealing lines?
Because it's true. Anyway, round 2, I got the Clippers.
Boo!
Clippers in 6 because the Nuggets do not have enough depth Russell Westbrook is going to sell a game or two. You got Kawhi Leonard on the other side. They have more depth, as I said.
You named one player. How's that depth?
What do you mean? Harden's going to cook. Powell's going to cook. Zubac is also going to cook. And I don't know. They just have way more talent.
Gordon.
They have way more talent, in my opinion. Moving on. We got... do I want to switch my pick? Do I go with recency bias? Timberwolves in 6. I'm switching it.
Boo!
I think that the Timberwolves have more heart. They have more experience together.
Randall just got there.
Need Randall to keep playing like he did yesterday for a majority of the game. No stupid turnovers. Edwards.
What about the tech he got and all the other stupid things he did?
Yeah,
He
that
almost blew it.
still won pretty easily. Blew them out, and Edwards didn't even play the full game. So.
Yeah, but he came back and turned it back up to a blowout.
Yep, and that's what he does. Shows up in the big moments. Just like this next team, the Warriors, Jimmy Butler is going to cook, as always, in the playoffs.
Question, are the Warriors
Warriors
the best 7th
in-
seed ever?
In recent 10-year history, maybe.
I said ever.
Warriors in 5.
Wow.
The Rockets.
That's a little wild.
It is a crazy, but... Oh, man, that's tough. The Rockets do have good defense. I think I'm going to switch it, actually. Warriors in 7. That's a crazy switch up, but I just thought about their defense and how well they could guard Steph, as shown in the past. You got long, rangy defenders, a lot of depth on the Rockets, but the Warriors have too much talent for them. So moving on.
And experience.
And experience, yeah. This one should be pretty easy for me. Cavaliers in 4. Easy little sweep there. The Heat do not have enough firepower for the Cavs. The Cavs are way too good on offense and have 2 bigs to stop Bam and Khalil Ware. And this next round, we got the Pacers. Do we have the Pacers, though? We're giving the Pacers 6, although I'm hesitant because what I saw from Lillard last night is that he's pissed off at Halliburton, so he might show up, but maybe they don't have enough depth for the Pacers. Pacers are way too skilled and can go 10 deep if they wanted to, rotation wise. Moving on, Knicks and Pistons. I really want to pick the Pistons, but as I know,
Any power rankings will go up even higher.
Any led team by the Tobias Harris Pistons is gonna lose, so I'm picking the Knicks in 6, just because of that. Inexperience and bad experience.
So how do you think it's going 6 if we win both games at home? Are you still going to say 6?
Yeah, because it's home. Who cares? Celtics and
so
Magic.
How does that happen? We have the home advantage. Love game.
Celtics and Magic.
Means it'd be over in 5.
Yeah, well, maybe the Pistons could steal one.
No.
Celtics and Magic. I'm going Celtics in 4. The Magic do have a good defensive team, but you cannot stop the Celtics offense. The Magic have no offense, really, besides Ben Caro. I'm pretty sure they score under 100 points per game.
Wagner.
Yeah, no one's scared of him.
Cole Anthony.
No one's scared of them. What'd you pick again against that series?
Said Celtics in 5.
All right. Thunder and Clippers. This is tough for me because I don't know whether to pick 4 or 5 games. Thunder.
Oh my God.
Thunder is gonna win in 5 games. You might have a good performance
level
by
of
Kawhi
bias.
or Harden. But the Thunder are way too powerful, way too good on defense for anything the Clippers have. I almost said Thunder again. Timberwolves and Warriors. I am going to pick the Warriors in 6 because the Warriors will continue their experience. I don't think the Timberwolves have enough guard guys to keep up with Steph the whole game.
Really?
Edwards can do it here and there, but he's not going to wear himself out.
McDaniels,
Can he keep up with him?
Conley, pickpocket LeBron,
I don't care about that.
Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
They don't have enough. Although it's going to be a really...
Although it's
It would
not
be
even
a-
going to be the Wolves in that. It's going to be the
Although it would be a
Lakers.
very good experience watching Jimmy Butler versus Edwards. I think that would be a battle for a lifetime. But we'll see if that happens.
Yeah, you said 6.
I mean, battle between players, not teams. But anyway, Cavs, Pacers, I'm going with...
This is too easy.
Do I want to do it? Going with the Pacers in 6.
Oh!
Extremely hot take, but I'm just predicting the unexpected, and one of these series is going to surprise, and I think it might be this one.
I think it might be the next one, actually.
No.
It's more likely.
I don't know. I don't really have a huge reason why, but
3%.
I'm going with the hot take. I like how their team's built, so
Boo.
next series, easy pick. Celtics in 5 games. I'll give the Knicks a game.
Hater!
That's not haters if I could have picked the Pistons. As I said in previous rounds, the Celtics are way too deep. Although the matchup matches well, like positional wise.
Way too deep
I
until
think-
they're hurt. Porzingis always out. Horford's
Why
been
you-
out.
All right,
Jaylen Brown's got knee
it's my
issues.
turn. It's my turn.
Yeah.
Enough of your bias.
No, I'm speaking fact on injuries right now. Who's healthier?
No one. You shouldn't be judging based on injuries.
Oh, that's exactly
Because-
how you should be judging.
That is really biased because you're wanting that to
that's
happen.
Fact. It's fact.
You're wanting that to
It's
happen.
fact. I'm speaking fact.
You're not-
Injuries right now. He got an injection in his knee, Jaylen Brown. Love gang out.
Moving on.
Facts are facts.
Thunder and
Don't
Warriors.
disrespect the game.
I am going with the Thunder.
Thunder in 7.
It's my bracket. Stop it. Thunder in 5.
Wow. They're not that good.
Great team, great defense. Can stop the Warriors. Can overpower the Warriors with talent.
How are you
That's
keep-
one of the
that's all you
few.
keep
That's
saying
one of
for
the few
everything.
teams because they're that good.
With
You don't
talent.
see it yet.
With talent? Is that all you're going to say?
Talent, coaching,
Talent doesn't always
schemes.
win.
Talent, schemes, and chemistry.
All right.
Those are my reasons.
Okay. This is why you
Pacers and
push.
Celtics, easy team, easy pick. Celtics in 5 games.
Wow, the hate.
No, Celtics in 6. I'm changing it.
The hate is real. Pacers are
I do think
somehow better than the Knicks.
they
all of
are,
a
and they
sudden.
showed it last year
No, they didn't.
when they beat
Not
them in the
this year.
playoffs.
Oh, you mean when we were half hurt? Oh, injuries matter. Love gang out.
I'm picking the Celtics just because obvious reasons. Coaching. Although both have good coaches.
Beg you differ.
But
I think they both have
chemistry
mediocre coaches.
matters. Championship experience. Multiple all-stars on their team. Great defenders. Moving on. Holy crap, this is a hard series to pick.
You got the Knicks have multiple all-stars.
Thunder and Celtics.
This is a series that's not going to happen.
This is a series that's going to happen because I predicted it.
It's not how
I
it
am
works.
going
Just like your fantasy team, love game.
Thunder in 6.
Boo!
Championship game.
Boo!
And then
Terrible
230 total points in game 1. Yeah, that's my picks. Thunder to win the chip.
You'll see who has the better bracket.
Alright, that was the bracket challenge we both submitted. Now we're moving on to the awards. We'll start with coaching. Obviously, these aren't really your only choices. It's just a template. Do you want to start or me?
Okay. Coach of the Year. So my Coach of the Year has only one true saying of Coach of the Year because the bottom two don't deserve it. So it is between the two guys who have coached different teams for the first time this year. Is that interesting or is it not?
Huh?
These are coaches that have been around that are on their first year of the team. Atkinson
Are you
with
putting
the
JJ
Cavs.
Redick in the mix?
No, I'm using this.
Are you just counting JJ Redick?
Yeah. Not Coach of the Year. So now we will start by saying this guy has transformed the culture of his locker room and team. He has transformed the transcendent superstar that plays. And we are going to say JB Bickerstaff will get this Coach of the Year for 2025, according to Mr. Release himself. And that is because he has transformed the Pistons into a playoff team from the pits of the pits. You cannot say any of those other coaches did that. So that is why he wins it.
I am going to agree with JB Bickerstaff being the Coach of the Year for the same reasons. And we're not looking at playoff success this year so far, although he wants the Knicks to win, so, I mean, that's different. But you could have somewhat predicted the Cavs to be this good, but who would have predicted the Pistons to be this good is a real question. Moving on, Sixth Man of the Year. I'll start. I am going to pick... Wow, that's crazy. I just noticed there's only one first place vote, and it's from the guy with Cleveland.com as a source. I'm going to pick Peyton Pritchard, the only right answer to this Sixth Man award. Certified bucket would be starting on almost every other team. Yeah, just not much to say other than Sixth Man is about scoring points.
So the Sixth Man of the Year kind of is a dull race for me this year. I don't really think it's got much juice, to be honest with people. Naz Reid was more exciting of a player. I don't really find excitement in watching Peyton Pritchard play. Now, some may say that's bias and hate toward the Celtics. But honestly,
It is.
he's just the same guy, copy-paste for Sixth Man of the Year like it always is. The guy who scores the most points off the bench. So yeah, Peyton Pritchard.
Rookie of the Year Tracker Award.
So my 2025 Rookie of the Year, this really wasn't, again, exciting for most people. Mostly because a lot of the top picks were kind of trash this year. And we did have a couple of failures, such as Sarr and Risache. They're not really exciting players to me, to be honest with you. I think this was a weak draft class. That being said, Stephen Castle, like I told everyone beginning of the year, watch out for Stephen Castle, a.k.a. Steven. He will get a lot of playing time and win Sixth Man of the Year, and that is my pick.
All right. My biased pick, which is not entirely possible because he's been hurt, was Jared McCain. Obviously, that can't happen because he didn't meet the game requirements. So I'm going with my second pick, Stefan Castle. I mean,
Steven.
this is kind of a boring award because it's pretty obvious. I will not discount Saar or Rishi Shea because they had some moments that were pretty bright throughout the year. They could score. They could get highlights just about like any other NBA player. But I'm sticking with Castle. Most improved. This one's tough. But I am going with the player who has not gotten much playing time in his previous year, Dyson Daniels. The improvement is drastic, going from not in the rotation to a mainstay as a starter, helping the Hawks reach some kind of light.
What light?
Even though they got bounced in the playing games in both games.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a regular season award, and you got to give it to the guy who improved the most.
Now, did he improve the most? Is debatable. Is he one of the best defenders? Yes. Does he deserve most improved player of the year? No. And here's why. The improvement one center has made after people ridiculed the Papev claim that he is a top 5 center in today's game. And yes, I did rhyme. And maybe it rhymes with Woo Hack. Ivica Zubac, you are a great player this year. You are a top 5 center, and you proved it after being an afterthought on a underperforming Clippers team with this new style that they're playing and their new approach. Zubac has taken the reins as a legitimate low post threat in a game where the outside shot is more focused. But Zubac has claimed his fame.
James Harden, the best pick and roll passer, perfect for Zubac.
The most improved player. Most improved player.
Because of Harden.
And that doesn't, Harden doesn't get his rebounds for him. The most improved player is Zubac. Zubac wins it.
Harden doesn't get enough credit. All right, moving on. DPOY.
It's missing a name.
No, I don't see any missing names. I'm gonna go with Draymond Green. For the second half of his season was very dominant.
Terrible.
You win awards by dominating in the second half of the season where it matters the most, because they needed every single one of those wins to make it. And Butler obviously helps in the second half, but Draymond knows all the schemes. He knows how to call out what coverage is. He's pretty much a coach on the court, and great defender, switches 1 through 5, can guard pretty much anyone, and that is what you need as a DPOY.
So after that lazy pick, let's go with the real here. Who actually had an impact on a defensive-minded player who led a team to a top elite status?
Are you going Lou Dort?
No. The answer is right in front of your face with the voters here. The 2025 Defensive Player of the Year will be Evan Mobley by and by far. That is like one of the easier picks of these awards. And Draymond Green lives off the success of a team rather than himself. He is overrated as a defender. He is not a rebound grabber.
After you're done, I have something to point out.
And I like to rhyme Slowsby and Mobley. We could have done surely.
How come some of these ballots only have one pick? Like, why did Stephen A. Smith just pick Draymond and left the rest blank?
Laziness.
Does he not watch the other players on the list?
We know he doesn't watch games.
Oh, all right, moving on. We'll skip to all NBA because who really cares?
I do.
MVP, the biggest vote that matters. I was on record saying SGA will win it in early season, November, December. I'm sticking with my gut, although D. Mitch is in the top 5, which is what I wanted. Gotta give respect to the winners, although Giannis' team didn't do too well. They finished, third?
No.
Or sixth.
What?
Oh, wait, no, they finished 4th or 5th. Yeah.
5th.
All right. Anyway.
Boo!
Not that
Fraud power rankings.
Not that it matters, but SGA will win it because of his dominance, leading the NBA in scoring, number 1 team, most valuable to his team, SGA.
Now my take is different because I am calling this what it is. This is let's not pick the same guy every single year because that's what the MVP really is. Because if so, Michael Jordan would have won all of his MVPs. LeBron would have more. Kobe would have more. So on and so forth. So the real best player in the league will not be getting it this year. That is Jokic. The real player who will be getting it is the popularity contest. Who is the newest toy? And that is SGA. Here we go. You must say.
All right, those were the awards. Did we miss anything? Anything you want to go over?
Top 5
Top 5 what?
MCs. Not too much. Top 5 MCs. You don't have to rewind me to find that. My quote game is on point today.
What did Stephen A. Smith pick?
Who cares?
He didn't pick anyone?
You don't watch.
He didn't even vote.
No, it's probably because they didn't confirm his votes yet.
Oh. He wants to be the final say, I guess. Anyway, that was our award show / playoff pick'em brackets.
Michael Pina is a great selection.
Cade?
First.
Anything you want to touch on before we...
You skipped awards.
What awards?
So the Clutch Player of the Year is an important award you happen to leave out for some reason. Last year we did it. You somehow left it out this year because you know the truth of who is about to win this award and you don't want to say his name.
I'm not
so
scared.
I will come out and say it.
I'll say the...
Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson is one of the betting favorites. Jalen Brunson is the most clutch player in the NBA. Look at the last 2 minutes. Who has the greatest efficiencies and most points? Despite adding a cat this year, he is still doing his thing. Captain of the year. Clutch player of the year. Take it from one Mr. Release here. Did not want to say anything cancelable.
All right, clutch player of the year. No, I'm not scared to say anyone's name because I remain non-biased in all circumstances. Brunson carries his team because they don't have enough. No, I'm kidding.
That's not what clutch player
he is the clutch player of the year this year because he watched it countless times where his team needed to come back in the fourth and he shows up, so you can't discount anything. You can't be blind to the facts. I remain non-blind to the facts, so I'm going with Brunson. Did I miss any other awards? Do you care about the all NBAs? I mean, all of it's just basically who played
Let's
enough.
do the silly awards again.
Silly awards? I mean, should we pause it?
The world of silly!
No, it's not the world of silly. It's just silly awards. Random awards that we made up and picked a specific player or person. The first one I have is the Idiot Award. This award goes to the front office member who exemplifies the idiot tactics, idiot moves, and that is one Nico Harrison for his trade. Not shopping Luka, although you could say this is an NBA award to the commissioner, I guess.
No, not too much.
All right, do you want to go with your one?
I have one. This is awarded to the most viral moment. We call it the TikTok, Ricky Talk, whatever you want to call it. The Diggy Doc. The guy who had the most viral moment is one who celebrates with weaponry. Ja Morant, you are my champion of this award. Thank you for the guns. Thank you for the grenade. Most of all, that was my favorite.
All right. What should I go with next? I'm gonna go with the Why Did This Happen award. This award is biased. It goes to the player who I wish didn't get hurt, because he showed some happiness to fans that were very gloomy at the time. Because he did not or was not able to win Rookie of the Year, I will give it to him, Jared McCain. Why did this happen?
I won't say anything to that, but next, my final award of the night. This one goes to someone who should call it quits. Retirement Plaque of the Year.
You could say
You're ready. You're ready to quit. You're ready to be done. LeBron James, step to the table. Your last award. And my last award. Good night, all.
All right, we're gonna go with one more award for me. This is gonna be worst coach award. This includes assistants and head coaches, but we're gonna stick with the main head coaches. This is gonna go to the one Nickery Nurse for his great collapse. You could blame it on the players, but you could also blame it on the coach that he didn't try anything or experiment. He stuck with the old slow players that kept losing games, making it really hard to watch. And worst coach, Nick Nurse. I'm pretty sure he also won best coach, so you got both awards. He's got the best coach. Wait, did he win coach of the year with the Raptors?
I think so.
So now you have worst and best. So take that into your trophy case, sir.
Yeah, especially when you were carried by Kawhi that year at the end.
That is episode 31. Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe to the freaking pod.